Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is Black Tie from Fragrance One. It is made in Germany. It is an Extrait de Parfum. It is 100 mils, and it's on the more expensive side within the fragrance world. As always, the way we do on this channel, we spray on paper, then we spray on skin. I give you my interpretation of both. Paper is kind of an analog for clothing spraying. Obviously, skin is an analog for skin, pulse point spraying. I then give you my base compressions of both. Usually, it's just like the opening and middle notes, not the dry down base notes. I can kind of assess for you. But then after that happens, I blip out of existence, then I come back in and I talk about things like longevity, projection, and how the notes break down over time after wearing it for a few days. And so if you want to see that stuff, it's towards the end of the video. There should be a chapter breakdown at the bottom here on YouTube. But without further ado, let's talk about these notes. First up, orange oil, Brazilian mandarin, and Italian lemon. So this is going to be a zesty citrus bomb in the opening. I hope it's nice and sweet. I like sweet fragrances. Then you get middle notes of guaiac wood, which is hopefully going to be nice. I like wood notes typically, and then patchouli, vetiver, and cardamom in the base. I'm not used to seeing cardamom. Usually I see cardamom as like an opening or middle note, so I'm interested to see how that turns out. But yeah, that's a nice, seems like a very nice woody kind of thing going on there. So black tie obviously meant to exude like a formal kind of setting. So let's see. If you've never seen the bottles, it's matte black. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's very fancy schmancy. All right, let's go ahead and get this lid off of here. Big tall atomizer. All right. Not sure why it's like that compared to the rest, but it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and take a look at that bottle. It's got like that matte finish to it. I like that. Feels good in my hands. All right, let's go ahead and spray. Holy cow, that's a lot of juice. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. That's gonna be a room filler just by default based on how much came out of there. All right, so let's talk. Ooh, all right, a lot of citrus in the opening. I definitely pushes. Okay, it's very citrusy, but it's on the bitter end of citrus. It's not super sweet. You get a little bit of the sweetness from that mandarin orange coming in, but honestly, it's heavily a bitter kind of rindy citrus. So think about orange peel, not necessarily orange juice. I'm already getting vetiver. That dry, crisp kind of thing going on there. This will probably be different on skin. Skin typically is going to be a little sweeter just because those various citrus oils that are used in here, or the various chemicals they use, tend to project sweeter on skin because it's hotter. But yeah, very clean. It's not like it's not mature, if that makes sense. It's like a clean, youthful fragrance. I mean, but it's not like a bubblegummy kind of teeny boppery or like frat boy kind of fragrance. It's not like that. It's just very right down the middle. I mean, it makes sense for a formal occasion. Like black tie is an accurate description based on this opening. It's a rindy, clean, fresh citrus with some wood notes is what I'm getting primarily. So that's what's pushing, at least on paper. Let's go ahead and do skin, see if it's any different. I did some yard work not long ago, so this is probably gonna sting because I got some little scrapes on my wrist. Holy crap, that is a lot of juice coming out. All right, I'll do two. I'll do one on each arm. I'm not gonna do, holy cow, that's a lot. All right, I'm gonna let that flash for just a second. But yeah, so the price point on this is a little high. I'm not gonna lie, that he does charge a lot for his fragrances. I'm not sure it's terribly worth it, but for you, I got these because I wanted to try them, and he's very prolific on social media, so I want to try it out. Okay, definitely more juicy on skin, but still it's got that rindy vibe to it. Everything I said before, but now the citrus is a little more juicy, a little more dominant, a little bit more sweet, but it's still overall a more rindy, bitter kind of presentation of citrus. Because that citrus is coming out so much stronger, I'm not getting the wood notes yet, but on paper I got the wood notes pretty quickly. But yeah, it's very nice, it's very clean, it's a very, again, rindy, more bitter citrus, but a little juicier, a little sweeter on skin. So the next thing that you're gonna hear from me is me blipping out of existence, and I come back and I talk to you about things like projection, longevity, as well as the note breakdown over time. So I'm gonna be gone for like a split second for you, but for me it's gonna be like a few days of wearing it, maybe as much as like a week or two, and then I'll be back. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay folks, we're back with black tie. I have worn this several times, and unfortunately I'm not enjoying it. The best way I can describe this is, again, the opening blast is very strong. Not bad in my opinion. I like kind of crisp, bitter, rindy kind of citrus kind of opening with some fruitiness in there that kind of fades. It's the dry down. Something's up with this dry down. I don't know what it is. I can't say, hey, it's this that makes the smell like gonna have this characteristic that I'm about to describe. It smells plasticky. That's not a note. That's bad descriptive service. I apologize. But it smells kind of plasticky on skin. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't know what it is that's doing that. It's beast modey. It pushes. It has room filling kind of quality to it. Nice atomizer. Look, cheap cap, but it's kind of thin metal, but nice atomizer. Sprays a lot, but what it's spraying is very strong, and the dry down, it just has a plastic kind of vibe to it. I don't really know what to do with this fragrance other than to say it's not for me. I don't know if it's a quality issue. It's certainly not a perfumer issue, because the perfumer is the same guy that does the entire essentially Acqua di Gio line from Armani. His name's Alberto Morales. If I didn't mention that earlier, I apologize. But I was trying to find some way to enjoy this, and I just couldn't. The opening kind of has a cleaning, sterile kind of note to it. The more and more I spray, the unfortunate truth is, the more I use this, the less I like it. So that's where I'm at on it. So I apologize. I love Alberto Morales' stuff when he makes it, but for whatever reason, this black tie stuff just not for me. I might keep this fragrance around as like a example of, hey, when you see like that rubber smell, this is what I get from it. But rubber, plasticky kind of dry down, I'm not a fan. Not everything is going to be a banger, so that's kind of how I'm at. I was concerned at first. Maybe I got a fake, a bad bottle. Didn't. I purchased directly from Fragrance One on this one, so yeah. It's just not a good fragrance, in my opinion. If you're concerned about longevity, it lasts a while. It's just what lasts doesn't smell good to me. It's got beast mode kind of qualities to it as well. Is it worth it? No, it's way overpriced for a bad fragrance, in my opinion. I always try to find some pathway to figure out who is this being marketed to, who benefits from this product's existence. And for my nose, for my experience, it's just not there. Now, the other two I like. I got two other fragrances from Fragrance One. I like those two. They might be a little too expensive for what they are, but I like what they're doing. This is one I can't say I like. So yeah, that's the end of the review, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section. Hit the plus sign and subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.